Hi Cancer, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your love reading for the next 2 weeks, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so on your end we have imagine. These are your feelings. So it says illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are and not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you are anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your mind. The universe responds to such projections, so be aware of this catastrophizing. No matter what, illusions and awfulizing are a misuse of imagination. Clear the inner slate and stay grounded, stay real. Only then can you truly have what you desire. So it's kind of like maybe, you know, you're in this like super like unrealistic state in some way when it comes to your feelings for this person. Like maybe it could be, you know, if say for example you're in separation, it's kind of like thinking over and over that they're not going to come back, or if you're in a relationship, like thinking over and over that they're just going to leave you, or you guys are going to have to be separated by some sort of circumstances. If it's a new person, it's like, oh, I'll never be with them, they're never going to like me the way that I like them, you know, like that type of energy. On their side we have exchanging gifts, and it says here be careful what you pray for, because you just might get it and then realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you'll have to walk away from or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks of you. If you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay though, because spirit will help you achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Being aware of the need for both give and take is the first step to your true destiny. Not all good is it's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. So I do feel like in the relationship, maybe your person feels like they've been giving to this relationship a lot more. Maybe you feel like you need more reassurance than usual, and this person is like, I'm constantly giving you reassurance over and over and over again, and I can't keep doing that. And they feel like it's kind of like, you know, that you rely on them a lot in some way, and they feel like they're constantly having to give to the relationship. Then we have the full moon in Taurus, and it says your dreams need a practical plan. So it says sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical, and sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down-to-earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change in financial fortunes, depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. Laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity, and more exercise is called for. So yeah, you could be in a situation where maybe I feel like, you know, if you're in a relationship, it could be, like I said, that you're needing more reassurance than usual, or maybe like this person feels like they're constantly doing all the chores and it falls on them to do it, and you're maybe being a little bit lazy at this time. It could also be that, you know, like you need to do something practical right now. Like you can't stay in some sort of like unrealistic state of maybe how you have been living or how you have been thinking with this person. Then we have Bee Spirit, and it says sweet results await. So it says the Bee Spirit message is that sweet rewards are on their way. If you if you're willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. Bee Spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. Bee Spirit asks that your focus beyond connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and true integration when you self-forget, when you remember that you are a part of a greater unified consciousness. Moving from separation into connection, from self-centered limitation to spirit-centered infinite possibility and potential, you become busy as a bee, enjoying the gifts of bee spirit. Fully in alignment with your highest expression of yourself, your heart opens up and creativity rushes through you, seemingly without effort, as you experience that nothing feels like work. Industriousness is driven by enthusiasm and inner motivation, and time seems to fly by quickly as the hive supports you in the making of honey. Do you feel the presence of your helpers in the hidden realms, adding their energy to your creations? Magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. Bee Spirit wants you to remember your part in the divine partnership with the conscious universe is being rewarded, even if you can't see that yet, and asks that you share your good fortune as there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole, the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. So it's kind of telling you to kind of like give back when good things happen to you. But not only that, like believe that the good things will come to you, because they will, even if you can't see them yet. But it's also kind of like, you know, it's saying like, you know, you don't have to do everything by yourself. The bee spirit is usually like a teamwork thing. Like maybe, like I said, maybe it's just the chores that are going on that you guys both need to do the chores. Maybe it's about, you know, bringing balance into the relationship because they kind of feel like they're giving all the time, and you might not feel that way, but that's how they are feeling. And maybe there's a balance. Maybe like if you guys have a conversation, one little thing will show you what that thing is that they feel like they're giving too much in the relationship. Could be their love, could be their time, their energy, their efforts, whatever it is. So I want to see for Cancer, what is Cancer's feelings, Cancer's person's feelings. I want to see what is the situation, the obstacles and blockages, their next actions towards Cancer, the outcome over the next 2 weeks, and then the overall energy. Page of Cups, yeah, definitely in that imaginative energy for you with your feelings. 5 of Swords with their feelings. We have the Devil as the situation. We have the 8 of Pentacles as their blockages and obstacles, with the 8 of Swords as their next actions towards you, and the Magician as the outcome. We have Death and Rebirth at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is Scorpio energy over here. We also do have Capricorn, we have Gemini, Virgo, and Aries. We have Pisces over here, but also Scorpio and Cancer as well. So with Death being at the bottom of the deck, there's definitely an ending to the way this relationship is. There could have been an ending between the two of you because of maybe them feeling like, I said, like that they kind of like gave too much to the relationship, and maybe they did try to express that, I don't know. And you're in this position of being like, you know, like in your head about something, but like in an imaginative way, like not being super realistic at this time. It could be that there's basically a huge change coming in, a big transformation coming in with this relationship, and maybe you guys will kind of get into this rebirth energy of like doing things differently with the same person, or completely coming out as a new person and being with someone else altogether. So with the Page of Cups, this is basically your feelings is that you do have feelings for this person. You do want to kind of show your feelings for this person, but again, this is like that dreamy daydreamer kind of fantasizing type of energy. You're not really either you're not acting on it, or you're kind of just being in this unrealistic state with them, and feeling like you've got these like light fluffy feelings. It might just be even a crush energy that you have here with the Page of Cups, but I'm more feeling like this is kind of like, you know, you in this daydream world of possibilities that could happen between you guys in the future and that type of thing. And your person's like, I'm stressed, like I feel like there's constant arguments. There could be fights about stuff that, like, you know, you like they feel like you always need to be right about something, or they could feel like you are just arguing for the sake of arguing basically, and it's stressing them out a bit. We have the Devil as the situation, so this is about, you know, unhealthy attachments or unhealthy habits that keep happening in the relationship. It could even be about codependency or like addictions or obsession in some way, and this needs to be released. If the devil's not broken free from, like, you could be in a very unhealthy attached relationship, like very codependent. Maybe it could be you that's relying on them in some way. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. So the obstacles and blockages is about someone's not willing to put the work in here. And I'm sorry to say, Cancer, like I feel like it might be on your side here, with them feeling like this, like they're having to constantly give and they're not getting something back in return. And like I said, it doesn't have to be money, it doesn't have to be chores, it doesn't have to be, you know, whatever it is. They just feel like they're giving something. The best way to find that out is to communicate with them. But I do feel like there's a lack of hard work being put into the connection right now, or maybe even into yourself, of like even thinking something in a different way. So then we have the 8 of Swords here, and the 8 of Swords is, you know, their next actions is kind of to overthink the situation, and they're feeling a little bit stuck. Like they could be going through a dark night of the soul at the moment, but they're not sure like how to come out of this. I just feel like they're in this place of not also being able to see the truth right now, or not willing to see the truth of the situation. And then we have the Magician. So this is basically about things coming to manifestation. Like if you have been manifesting, those things could be coming in right now, but also realizing that you guys have what it takes to make this relationship work, but you guys actually have to kind of believe it and then also work on it. Let's get some clarifiers for you. There could also be more of a focus on like work at the moment, just with the full moon in Taurus being there. So what is the Page of Cups? We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. You could be feeling like this person's like lying to you in some way, or not being fully, completely honest, or not like putting all their cards on the table. But you could also be feeling like, you know, that you're in this kind of, maybe that's the unrealistic energy, and you're kind of feeling like this person might be lying to you, but actually they're constantly having to reassure you, saying like, I'm not lying, like this is not the case, like this is what it is. But then, you know, maybe it could be that this person is just not telling you about like what's bothering them, and you can see something's bothering them and they're not telling you that, and that's maybe why you keep saying to them, but what's wrong, or like tell me what's going on type of thing, and needing that reassurance. It's all about energy, right? So we have the 3 of Pentacles here. The 3 of Pentacles is about wanting to kind of build something together. So you are wanting to build a future with this person, but you feel like there's an off energy between the two of you right now. And you value what they bring to the table. It's not like you're like, oh, well, thanks, bye. Like they are giving to the relationship maybe a bit more than you at this time. Not saying that you haven't, it hasn't been the other way around before, but you know, at this time, maybe they feel like they're giving a bit more than what they're receiving. Yeah, you're wanting to kind of, you value that, but you just, you know, you maybe you need that. So the moon in the reverse with the 5 of Swords, I do feel like they are going to kind of let go of some sort of heavy emotions surrounding this, but they also are going to reveal to you about how this something is stressing them out. So they might have a conversation with you about it. King of Wands, they are still highly attracted to you. They do, like, they're very passionate towards you. They want this relationship. They know they want it. They want to be the lead in this relationship, but they're just feeling like maybe very overwhelmed at this time. Like they can't handle being the giver right now. Maybe it's something going on in their own lives where they're like, I can't give to you like I usually do. So what's the Devil? 3 of Wands in reverse. Could be that you guys are just being very impatient with each other at this time. It could also be that maybe you guys are like too like on each other, constantly communicating, like it's like a codependent energy with the Devil, and then the 3 of Wands in reverse is like there's no distance in between the two of you, like you guys are together all the time, or you guys are like, if you're not together, you're talking to each other, or you're on the phone, or like something like that. And it's kind of like maybe this person kind of feels like there just needs to be a little bit of space, not fully, like not a whole complete separation or something, but maybe they just feel like I just need some time to kind of gather my own thoughts and kind of think about what I actually want in my own life, but that maybe has nothing to do with this relationship, or daydream myself. Like I just need some time to kind of just be me and be my you know, my happy self. So what's the Eight of Pentacles? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's a lack of consistency here in this situation with you and your person, and that's one of the blockages. Is maybe you feel like, okay, they're giving and then they're stressing out, so they're pulling back, and then you're like, oh, but then I need reassurance, and then they're like, oh my god, that's so stressful that I have to constantly give to this, but then they're being inconsistent. So I see why you're looking for that, but I also see why they need that space, you know. And then the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there's a decision that needs to be made, but both of you are feeling indecisive with this. And also you guys could be at a stalemate. It's like there's like, you want one thing, they want another, and it's like there needs to be a chance to compromise in between. So what's the Eight of Swords? We have the Ace of Swords. So they do want to, like I said, communicate something that has been making them feel very anxious or overwhelmed. Like I said, feeling very stuck or overthinking something. They are going to communicate this with you, and they do want to kind of get a breakthrough in the relationship. Maybe they want to kind of like get back to the place of like having fun together and going through the exciting times like you guys did in the beginning. And maybe they just, it feels very heavy for them right now. So what's the Magician? We have Strength in the reverse. So it's kind of like you're feeling like very weak at the moment, feeling like how are you guys going to get past this? You know, you don't believe that you guys have the ability to get past this, but you guys do. It's just kind of, you're not feeling that way. And then Justice at the bottom of the deck, that's Libra energy, Leo energy there as well. Virgo energy over there. But we have, you know, a need, there will be balance in the situation. What karma will come into play here, right? So if you've done things right in the past, then cool, things are going to be balanced out in your favor. If you've maybe done things, you know, not how you should have been doing them, then balance is going to kind of come in the favor of someone else, you know. So it's kind of like, what effort are you putting into this, maybe even just on yourself, so that you don't need that reassurance, or being able to give them the space that they need for now. So sorry, Cancer, like I don't mean to kind of like call you out or anything, I'm just reading what the cards are saying. So let's see. Okay, so what is your feelings? What's Cancer's feelings for their person? We have divine feminine, yin and feminine energy. So you do have a lot of love for them, and receptivity. You're open to them, you know, all of that stuff. But then also you feel hopeless, sinking, despair, and falling apart. And I do feel like maybe that's just your confidence. Okay, Strength is also a lack of confidence in the reverse, right? So maybe you're feeling like very, like not confident at the moment, and they, with them pulling back, could be the reason that you're feeling not confident. But you do need to work on that yourself, to try and kind of turn the situation around. And when we have twin flames, mirroring shade feelings and reflection, they could be feeling the same way as you right now. Okay, so what is Cancer's person's feelings for Cancer? We have elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery. They feel they feel like you could be like tricking them in some way, or not telling them the full truth about something with that Page of Swords in reverse. It could be that there's something that they've been keeping to themselves in the past, and that I'm strongly getting that that's their feelings of like giving too much in some way, and they're going to tell you how it's kind of stressing them out. And they're eventually gonna, like, maybe they've been keeping it to themselves. And we do have fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing. They do like fantasize about you wanting to kind of get back to a good place with you. So what is the outcome between these two? Ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time. So maybe you guys will actually get back into those exciting times together, being able to have fun again together. And then we have karma, consequences, cause and effect, and debts. So this is, like I did say, justice is the karmic card, right? So you do have there is some sort of karmic situation that's going on between the two of you right now. Doesn't mean it's a karmic relationship. It could be, but it doesn't mean that. It just means that there's something playing out here that you need to kind of balance out the energies for, both of you, not just you, Cancer. Okay. So let's get some romance angels for Cancer. Okay. So we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic love life. Very strongly getting that. We have past life relationship. You've known each other before. This could be someone from your past, or it could be that this is like a very deep soul connection. And then we have flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Like I said, maybe having a bit of a good time together instead of the heavy energy. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So maybe there's a decision that needs to be made, and there's not a decision being made right now on your side with that Two of Swords. So let's see messages from your person. This is usually for people in separation, but let's see what comes out. We have, I left you before you could leave me. That could be a lack of self-confidence. Okay, what else? We have, I want you. Yeah, there's definitely a strong attraction between the two of you, or from their side to yours is what I see. And then I want to feel that way again. Yeah, like I said, maybe that they feel like they want to go back to the fun times at the beginning. And then I wish I could take back my words. So maybe they said something. Maybe this is it, that they held something back for a while and then they kind of just like blurted it out, and it caused an argument between the two of you. And then we have, finding out the truth crushed me. So maybe there's something you said to them that also, again, on your side could have like been holding back in some way. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Cancer. Hope it resonated. Please do give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it, as it helps the channel grow. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again either next week for your general messages or the following week for your love reading again. Take care.